Hello everyone, Dan UpLateGamer here for my 25th episode of my St. Louis Cardinals franchise. Got a big trade to tell you about. I traded Lance Lynn, Matt Carpenter, and Edmundo Sosa to the Detroit Tigers for David Price, JD Martinez, and Jose Valdez. I couldn't believe I could get this trade done. This is going to make it. I've got the best pitching staff in all of the major leagues, and pitching is what's going to win you championships. Hated letting go of Matt Carpenter and Lance Lynn, but I mean, Lance Lynn compared to David Price is unbelievable. Matt Carpenter's kind of slipping. He's 79 overall now, and I just think that I can upgrade later. I also made one more trade. Now, I traded Scott Blewett, a B potential starting pitcher in my minor leagues, for Darren Ruff, first baseman from the Philadelphia Phillies. He's B potential, 74 overall. I'm not quite sure if he's going to be my permanent first baseman. If I can make a big move and get a first baseman, because I was able to move Sano over to third because that's his original position. So I've got him at third base, and right now I've got Ruff playing first. But if I can make a big trade and get me a legitimate first baseman, I'll definitely do that. Well, I've taken care of that now, and I'm pretty happy once this has happened. So I go in and I'm going to sim a few games and then set up the game that I'm playing today, and this pops up. Colton Wong sustained an injury, shoulder strain, during today's game. It appears he will be out for 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm going to lose Colton Wong for about 15 days. Luckily, I have Daniel Murphy. He can fill in till he gets back. So, I'm like, okay, it's only 2 weeks. So then I go ahead and I'm going to sim the other games up to the game I'm going to play today. And this horrible news pops up. Adam Wainwright sustained an injury, shoulder cartilage damage, during today's game. It appears he will be out for about 1 to 2 months. So ends up Adam Wainwright's going on the 60-day DL. So I'm going to lose him through June and July. And I'm hoping I'll get him back, before the playoffs, because I just don't know. And that's a huge hit. I mean, I just get David Price, and now Adam Wainwright goes down. So I'm kind of like, what am I going to do about this? So I'm just going to have to work through it. I have to bring up probably Tim Lincecum as a spot starter till Wainwright gets back. So that's how it goes. It's been a crazy day, and we're going to take a look at how that's going to affect me. As you can see, it's going to affect my roster. I've got Colton Wong on the DL for 1 to 2 weeks. And I got Adam Wainwright with that shoulder cartilage damage for 1 to 2 months. So that's a big blow. That's my ace. But, I'm going to get through it. We got a 3 or 4 game lead. We'll take a look at that in a second. And I think I'll make it. Luckily, I picked up David Price. And hopefully my new lineup will work itself out, and we can get through this till Adam Wainwright gets back. So here's how the standings look going into today's game. We're at 28-18. We got a 4-game lead on the Reds, a 5.5 game lead on the Cubs, 6 games on the Pirates, and 10 on the Brewers. So all right, I think we can get through this. If we can just play decent baseball for 2 months, get Wainwright back, I think we'll be okay. So we're going to get going and get into today's game.
Getting set to begin the festivities tonight in St. Louis. Cardinals baseball is straight ahead. Next on the show. Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Cardinals, Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Miami Marlins and the Central leading St. Louis Cardinals.
All right, we are here at Busch Stadium. We got David Price going tonight. It's going to be a big game, Definitely after Wainwright and Wong's injuries, team's going to have to come together. We're going to have to keep this going. Got a new first baseman starting tonight in Ruff. And there you go. There's David Price. 9 starts so far this year. 3-2, 3.02 ERA, 9.62 Ks per 9, and the opponent's average is 244. Going to take a look at the Miami lineup.
For the visiting Miami Marlins, as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. They'll match up against the American League's Cy Young Award winner for 2012.
Big pickup getting David Price. Hated to let go of Carpenter and Lance Lynn, but I mean, this guy could be the difference come playoff time. He could really mean whether we make it to a World Series or not.
Christian Yelich will stride in now.
So here's Yelich up.
For their only score in the ball game
Christian Yelich, I'm sorry. 0-2 count.
Now the 0-2 from Price.
And he starts it off the right way with a strikeout. Really want to get a good game in. I mean, I'm really nervous. I've lost Wainwright. I've lost Wong. After, everybody was on a high. We got David Price and brought in Ruff. And then everybody went down as Wong and Wainwright went on the disabled list. But there's Daniel Murphy. He's in at second tonight. He'll be playing there for at least the next 2 weeks. As Wong, he'll be out.
His first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first.
Definitely don't want to mess with Stanton. Simmons almost came up with that.
But he knows he's got no chance at first, so we'll see how they score that.
Really surprised me. Simmons is so good with the glove. I'm sure he's going to come up with that and throw him out at first. Ozuna rips this thing. This is out of here. Oh, it's off the top of the wall. Looks like Stanton's going to score. Ozuna's going to go to third. So the Marlins are up 1-0 in the top of the first. Not a great opening for David Price.
You've lost a few games in a row. Home runs are obviously nice, but nothing really fires up the dugout quite like a triple.
It's 3-1 now.
2 outs now. Hayward better get back. Get back. He's going to get there. Right at the wall. So not a great start for Price. He's kind of laying it in there. They're ripping him pretty good, but at least we get out of that inning with only a 1-0 deficit.
Miami out to an early 1-0 lead.
Take a look at our lineup so you can see how the new lineup's going to stack up. We got Pollock leading off. I got Piscotty hitting second. Hayward, Sano, Molina, then Ruff, Murphy, and Simmons. Now you can see Ruff's only hitting 184, but that's on limited play time, so that's definitely going to come up. But we're going up against Jose Fernandez.
The year in 2013 for the National League, Cuban-born right-hander Jose Fernandez.
Wins up. Fernandez just shuts us down in the first inning. Here we are in the second. Got Murphy up. He's going to line that in the left field. That's our first hit.
One pitch on the way. In the dirt, and now
Simmons, he's going to miss that, but they're going to throw him. I thought Murphy could get to second. Ball got away from the catcher. He tries to go for second. He gets thrown out, so that's going to end the second inning.
We'll go now to the top of the third. The Marlins lead it 1-0. Christian Yelich will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up.
So here in the third, we got Christian Yelich up. He's going to drop a bunt down. Here comes Sano. He looks like he's going to get him, and he throws it right over the first baseman's head. Then Murphy misses it, so Hayward's going to have to go get it in the corner, and Yelich is going to make it all the way to second.
My word.
Probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think they're going to score this as a single and an error.
So now we got Yelich on second. Got Prado coming up. He's got a 3-2 count.
He grounded out his first time. Three and two, here it is.
And Price is going to walk him.
So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start. How big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Giancarlo Stanton.
So now we got Stanton up with no outs, runners on first and second.
Walk and the single. Do you get the sense, EK, that they're getting to him just a bit?
Maybe a little. I bounced back before, but it's also looking like he might not.
Stanton's going to rip that up the middle, right by Murphy. Didn't even have a chance to get it. Yelich is going to score. We're going to throw it into third, stop that runner from going to third. So they're going to end up now. They got a 2-0 lead with runners on first and second.
A good job there to draw him out. So
Not Price's night. So here we got Ozuna again.
They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the
He definitely helped us out. That he should have ripped that, and he ends up he whiffs it right through it.
Pitch here, 1 and 2.
That's deep. Get back there, Hayward. Get back there. Hayward runs that down. Runner's going to go to third. Got to get it in quickly.
And he'll take those extra.
So all right, he holds up at third. So we got 2 outs.
Now with 2 gone in the inning.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Danny Echeverria will stand in.
Echeverria's up now.
In the third.
That's a rip. That's in the gap. That is going to get down. That's going to probably score 2 right there. Piscotty gets it. He throws it in.
And he will score as well.
And now they're going to be up 4-0.
Boy, it's only the 3rd inning here.
Donovan Solano will stand in. He reached on a fielder.
So here's Solano up
Here's the 1-1.
with the runner on second, 2 outs.
Swing as he shoots this one over to first.
Luckily,
And he'll step on the back
Ruff's going to come up
himself
with that. We're going to get out of the inning, but we are down 4-0
So they pick
now.
up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Marlins lead this one 4-0. Martin
So here in the 4th, Marlins end up getting 2 more runners on. They got guys on first and second, 1 out with Prado up. 3-2 count.
Another payoff pitch. Ground ball to second.
Luckily, Price is going to induce the double play. Murphy had a little bit of trouble with it there, but we end up getting that double play. We get out of that inning and they don't score.
6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Scored at this point, and boy, just 1 hit.
So we haven't had very many opportunities or even sniffing at scoring a run, but here in the 5th, we got Ruff up. He's going to single through the hole between third and short.
Left field, it's a base hit.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the.
That's only the 2nd hit off Fernandez.
Dominant so far. Just the 2nd hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't want hits. They're not even making solid contact.
So now there's 2 outs with that runner still on first for Angels and Simmons. He's got a 3-2 count.
0 for 1 here in this one. Here's the 3-2 pitch.
He's going to rip that. That's going to get down.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Going to have to keep Ruff at second. So, all right, we got a little rally going here. 2 outs, but we've got runners on first and second. And that's going to be it for Price. He's going to go 5 innings, going to bring in J.D. Martinez.
David Price. See what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5.
First, I'm going to get Carlos Villanueva up in the bullpen. Thought about Randall Grichuk, but then I decided on J.D. Martinez. I'm going to save Grichuk for later.
He's going to come on as a pinch hitter now, so that means we've seen the last of David Price.
Needs to protect. That's a great spot.
2-2 count. He's going to rip that. That's going to be down in the right field corner. Maybe it'll get down. No, Stanton's going to run that down. And that's going to end the inning.
A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for
So we're still down 4-0 at the end of the 5th inning. Fernandez is just throwing, I mean, He's just tearing us up. So here in the 6th now, we got a runner on first. Hayward at the plate with a 3-2 count, 1 out.
Full count offering on its way.
And he's going to walk Hayward. So now, okay, we got something going here.
Second now with one
Runners on first and second, 1 out. Maybe we can get to Fernandez now.
Going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
number 21 will step in now. As his
So here's Sano.
breakthrough
He's hitting
here with
248
the
on the season, 7 home runs.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities.
Really
so far.
need a big hit
This
from
way,
Sano
but
here.
I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
2-1 count.
2-1 offering. And
He's going to hit right
down
there,
to
right to the first baseman. This looks like a double
second
play.
for one on the
Yep, they get the double play. Going to get out of the inning, and we're still going to be down.
inning is over. Cards lead one. They trail here 4-0. Jason Hayward will be tasked now with
So ends
taking
up,
off
Fernandez
there
is
after
shutting
the
us
ninth.
down. It's the 9th inning. We're down 4-0. Hayward's leading off.
First 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot.
Got a 3-2 count. It's going to take just a huge miracle for us to do anything.
He goes
He's
to
going to
the
rip
plate.
that.
Hit well out
That's
toward deep
and
left
that's
field.
not a way to get this inning started.
That's not the start
So
of the
Hayward's
bottom
going to. That's going to be the first out.
Open for one. We'll try again. 0 for 3 with a
So here's Sano. Got a 2-2 count.
swing and a ball.
He's going to hit a little grounder to the shortstop. That's going to be 2 outs. We're down to our last out. Fernandez is just
Final out.
pitching out of his mind.
Been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Yadier
So here's Molina up, 2 outs. He's our last hope.
with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
1-1 count.
Ready now on 1-1. Swinging a hard hit ball.
All right, now Molina's going to rip that to right field. So we got a slight chance, I guess. We got Molina on first now.
Well, this is quickly becoming a situation where 120 range.
So here's Darren Ruff up. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Got a 1-2 count here. 2 outs, like I said. Molina on first.
Now a ball
Now he's going to rip that. Now that's going to get down. So ends up now we got runners on first and second.
It's a base hit.
Still going to take something huge.
Life here now in the 9th inning.
In now, and hey, give these guys.
So here we got
They're not
Daniel
going
Murphy
without
now
fight.
with 2 outs.
But they're not too
Runners
far
on
away
first and
from making
second.
a game out of this one after all.
3-2 count.
Full count pitch on its way.
He sends this back up the middle. It's going to get under the second baseman's glove. So, okay, got to hold up Molina.
For a base hit.
He would have scored, but, his speed. So now we got bases loaded.
Loaded now with
2 outs. Have a slight chance. It's going to take a major miracle, but I guess we got a chance.
Something on the board.
That's going to be it for Fernandez. So that's good. We're going to get him out of the game. That's big.
And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for Jose Fernandez. Mike Dunn will get a
So it's going to be Mike Dunn coming in. He's got a 4.8 ERA, 7 walks. Could really use a walk. And here we got Andrelton Simmons coming up. He's hitting 195. 195 on the season. He does have 3 home runs.
Two chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away.
2-1 count. Hopefully he can do something. Single here. Maybe we can get the top of the order up. So now there's 2 outs. Down to our last strike. 2-2 count.
Guys, when you need to.
There's a blast by Simmons. That is back. That is home run, grand slam. Andrelton Simmons. We have tied it up in the 9th inning with 2 outs and 2 strikes. I cannot believe it. Simmons comes through. Guy does not hit very many home runs, but he comes through with the grand slam. Wow. All I can say is wow. This is the biggest comeback ever in my franchise. Can't believe it.
Run lead isn't safe with this guy at the plate. And can you believe how this ball game has turned around?
What a smash by Simmons. That is just crazy.
One swing of the bat.
Grant Balfour
Well, Dunn's gone now, so we got Grant Balfour up. We got the pitcher spot, so we're looking at extra innings now. Wow. Boy, I mean, Fernandez has 2 outs in the 9th inning. He's cruising. And then we get 3 hits in a row and then a grand slam to tie this game up. So I'm going to have to pinch hit for Dixon Lawrence. Going to bring in Almides Diaz.
Diaz will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 95.
Now action in the bullpen is
He's got a 3-2 count, so maybe we can get him on and get back to the top of the order. Going to get up another pitcher, going to get Boxberger up. What a turn of events. He's going to rip this, but it's going to be right at the shortstop, and they're going to throw him out. So we are headed to extra innings. Cannot believe it. That is just crazy. Thought for sure this game was over, and all of a sudden we tied up with the grand slam. Unbelievable. So here we end up. Nothing happens to the 11th. Finally, the Marlins, they get a single. They're going to get a runner on first. Now 1 out with Prado. That's going to get through. So they're going to end up with runners on first and second.
And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're gonna see
So they got 1 out, 2 guys on, and here we got Gerald Saltamakia coming up.
He's able to
2-2 count now. And he does us a huge favor. Swings at the ball out of the strike zone. That's going to be 2 outs. So they're going to bring in Justin Bohr. He's going to pinch hit here. 1-1 count. He rips this back up the middle. Oh, but Murphy with a great play. That saved a run. He's not going to throw him out at first, but if he doesn't get to that, the Marlins end up scoring a run. Luckily, he gets to it, keeps that runner at third, and we got bases loaded now, but we're still tied up. Yelich is up now. 2 outs, bases loaded. 2-1 count. Do not want a repeat of my inning at all. Going to get Seagrass up here. Do not want a repeat of what happened with me. Going to do a mound visit here. A mound visit will actually help get your pitcher's confidence up a little. So we got Martin Prado's on deck. So if Yelich comes through, he's going to rip that to Sano, but luckily Sano comes up with it, and that's going to end the inning.
So they load the bases on 3 hits, but can't bring anyone around to score. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are tied 4-4.
So ends up we don't score. Here's Seagrass in the 12th. That's going to be a little blooper. About the only thing that happens is Hayward with an amazing catch. He slides, makes the catch. Great play by Hayward. Yeah, he did. He got the glove under the ball. Great catch. So ends up here we at the 12th. Marlins couldn't do anything else. Got Murphy up with a 3-2 count. And that barely misses. So we're going to get Murphy on first. So here's Simmons again. There's another look at this grand slam he hit. That was amazing. So still nobody out. 3-1 for Simmons. He's going to rip that in the left. So now we got nobody out. Runners on first and second with the pitcher spot coming up.
Well, one thing's for sure on the mound, you don't want to walk a runner in the score.
You know, the first 8 2/3 innings of this game was pretty bad. I was really hating it. But boy, since the grand slam in the 9th inning, this has just been a fun game. Got A.J. Ramos coming in now. Really only got 1 guy. I'm going to have to pinch hit Ullman.
Michael Ullman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 65. Michael Ullman.
Earlier this year, he got his first major league hit ever, so maybe he can come through again. Here he is. He's got a 2-2 count. And that's right back to the pitcher. This is going to be a double play. But, oh, my goodness, he throws it over the first baseman's head. run is going to score, and we're going to win the game. Crazy ending. Cannot believe this game. This has been one of the craziest games that I've played all year. Had a made-to-order double play back to the pitcher. Turn around and throw it to second. And he throws it over the first baseman's head, and we end up winning the game 5-4. Crazy ending. Just nuts. Simmons, he'll end up getting the player of the game. Great game by him, 3 for 5 with that grand slam. Unbelievable.
And I think all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of
Crazy game.
I agree. He made the
I hope you enjoyed it. It was a great game to play. I really enjoyed it. Crazy, crazy game. But thanks for watching, everybody. Really enjoyed this. I made those big trades. Had the big injuries, like I said, to Wainwright and Colton Wong. And we're going to have to get through it. We'll get through it. We got about 2 months till Wainwright comes back, but we'll make it. But just want to thank all the subscribers, all the viewers, as always. And if you're just watching this, is this your first video you've ever seen on my channel? Please subscribe and like. You know, I'm going to keep this coming. I got this going, plus my Madden franchise. So please subscribe and check out what I got going on. But thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you later.